Hey guys, so here's a Thomas FASCO, and you've probably seen these before, and I've even done a video one before, but this one is different. Obviously it has cane, which is really cool, but contrary to what you're seeing, it has a rubber flywheel. The flywheel cover is made to look exactly like the solid metal flywheels, and yet it's got the same rubber flywheel inside that the ones with the exposed rubber flywheel have. I did not even notice it until we saw that when we were trying to bend one of the bent blade arms back, that the whole thing was bending. And we were like, wait a second, how is this happening? It's got a rubber flywheel in there. I was not expecting that. You want to turn the lamp meter on, Tommy?
Sure.
No, not to any of those. Down further.
Oh, yeah, there it is. All right.
Is it on it? Yeah. Low. 0.53 seems high for low, but turn off with the switch real quick just to make sure we're not getting anything weird. Nope, that's right.
So
Yeah.
they have a cool canopy.
These do have a really cool canopy. And then the cane blades are cool. I like the regular FASCO motor housing better myself.
Yeah.
But I kind of like the drooping blades as opposed to the pitched up blades. I mean, I like them both, but there's definitely something to be said for the drooping ones. It's got its own character. 0.81.
Although these technically aren't really drooping either. They're more average.
Yeah.
I think they're more level than droopy. 0.81.
Yeah, must have a beefy motor on it.
Well, these were
1.11 dropping.
these a relabeled FASCO or a FASCO copy?
Um,
Kind of reminds me of like that. Who did those things with the blender fans? Were they like?
Phil Rich.
Was it from
Phil Rich. There's one, and then the other one was Royal Windine. You care to do an airflow test, or you know what a K55 motor does, or K55
Well,
type?
I mean, we haven't really done it here. So
That's true. We haven't done an actual K55, so
I'm trying to get like an idea.
yeah, feels pretty normal over here.
All right. Yeah.
About the same as what the drone was.
Yeah. I almost want to say that hugger that we did was a little more than this.
Wouldn't surprise me. That hugger was insane, and it had blades pitched like these. Same blade brackets as this. Yeah, what was I gonna say? So, they didn't buy the fans directly from FASCO because most of them don't have FASCO motors. And if they bought the fans from FASCO, they would have FASCO motors.
Well, that's why I was wondering if this had like a FASCO motor.
So, I always used to assume that they bought like the parts from FASCO and bought the motors from somebody else and then assembled them. But then finding that hugger makes me think that maybe that these parts were in fact made overseas, and FASCO had their parts made overseas too, and then assembled the fans, with their own motors in America. Which is the same thing. I mean, Hunter did that. Even the Robbins and Myers original, everything was made overseas except for the motor itself, and then just assembled here. All the castings and stuff were done overseas.
Which is far better than, everything made overseas and then shipped here.
Yes and no. I mean, there's really no...
Because isn't that what Hunter's doing now? They're having everything made in China.
Yeah, but they also changed the design to a subpar design when they did that. It's not like they just moved the production of the exact same product, They downgraded the product and moved production overseas at the same time, which is, a dumb thing to do. You can do one or the other, but if you do both, your customers are definitely going to, turn. Did you reverse it and low it? I like this a lot, actually.
I do, yeah.
You borrowing this one?
I don't know.
Well, not going to force anything on you, but if you have a place to hang something, or even you just want to play with it in your testing space for a while, again, as long as nothing bad's happening to it, help yourself.
I don't know, because unfortunately, I've kind of found a sweet spot with everything in my house. Everything just kind of flows with the room. And
Yeah, I know what that's like. What's in your bedroom?
Cane Panama.
I've seen the pictures of that.
Yeah.
That is pretty sweet. Yeah, this has to go either in like a fan collector's room because it's very fan collectory, like the most traditional room, like the parlor or living room. You know, I mean, this is a very like classic looking fan with that cane and the.
This is kind of what I was looking for before. Like I wanted to do like a Charleston or a State Fair before.
For what room?
For my bedroom, and then I put the pan in there. I'm like, Charleston wouldn't have been a bad size because 52-inch seems to work.
Yeah. Well, the great thing about fans is you can switch them. So if you wanted to, you could take this, take the Panama down for a week, put this up for a week, you know. Be the envy of every Tom, Dick, and...
Wait, no, what am I doing next?
I don't know what you're doing, but the phone just fell, so, you know.
Alright.
Everybody's kind of on the same page as you. It's Monday. It's Monday things that are happening. When I went to FedEx to ship something, and I won't say what it is because I'm surprising somebody with it, but I went to FedEx to ship something, and I had it all packed nicely in the box with the wrap and stuff like that, and then as I was carrying the box into FedEx, the wind blew all the bubble wrap out of the box. I was like, well, damn.
Alright, that's a good low speed.
I know, right? It's like a Casablanca low right there. What, 2? 3, okay.
4.
Where's that cherry Pepsi? Did Pete drink it all?
No, it's over there.
Let's see. Can I get to it without... You know, it's my videos. My butt can be on them. I keep losing shoes. Videos right here, too. There's just... We gotta straighten this up and make more space.
5.
I never buy dark sodas, but I know how much Metal Pete loves Pepsi, so I figured if I was gonna buy...
The only reason I drink Coke is because that's what my mom gets. I never ask her to buy anything else.
Yeah. That's gotta be nice to be able to ask your parents to buy something and they'll buy it and you don't have to pour it. That sounds awesome. Even growing up, my parents, if I would have been my parents, can you buy 7-Up? They'd be like, no.
7, 8.
I think if I had to pick a favorite soda, I really do like cherry 7-Up.
Wait, let's just do on 5.
Nice low on 5.
I am curious.
You're curious?
Yeah, I mean, aside from, you know, first glance it looks FASCO, but there's nothing that's exactly FASCO to it, except for maybe the brackets and flywheel cover.
Well, FASCO never did a flywheel cover. Okay, so here's what's exactly FASCO, to my knowledge. The switch cap, the, normally the flywheel would be, but not on this one. The blade badges and the blades, but not the blade brackets.
Could this be later? Because weren't the later Charleston's rubber flywheel?
No. FASCO's 5 and 6 were always metal and 4-blade, backwards. All 4-blade FASCOs were metal, 5 and 6 were rubber. Now, I think the bottom housing piece is the same as a FASCO, but I've never actually compared them, so I'm not sure.
Switch housing,
it's different. FASCO has a cast switch housing, this is stamped.
7, 8.
What'd you say?
Would that be like a medium low? For no. What are we learning about lows? Under 12?
12.
Nice medium low.
Yeah.
That's a good medium low.
Yeah. It doesn't go super fast on high with that steep blade either.
That's true. 13. 14. 15. 16. 17. 18. 19.
What was it, like 1.11 maybe?
1.9, I think.
1.09 you mean?
1.09, yeah.
Big difference there, buddy.
because that's old. No. So taps out at 21.
Now, normally I'd be worried about it being, that's why there aren't grommets in it, because it's got a rubber flywheel.
Ah, that's true. Yeah, the way the blade brackets are designed, it kind of...
It didn't need the grommets, huh?
Yeah.
This is a weird one.
In there. Drawing something.
But it's not doing the spinning.
Is that what you're looking for?
It is.
So we're at 3 o'clock. And it is doing the spinning.
Well, that's good. The spinning is important.
Quarter turn. So far silent.
Yeah, I'm not getting anything at all.
Oh, there it is.
What? Oh, a little bit. Yeah, I hear it.
A little. Definitely bedroom though.
Yeah.
So we got 12. Return. Oh, that's probably the canopy rubbing on the hook. Hide. Alright. Now we just have 0 to high.
Yeah, flywheel's solid enough to do it. And again, like I said, if the great thing about this is if the flywheel, you can just use a metal one off of Charleston or something. I'm sure I can find
a little inrush.
Yeah. That's the first time that's happened. The freezer kicked on video. Okay, well, we got a lot of cool stuff done today. More than I'd hoped. There was one disappointment that we won't mention camera because we want to make sure that it happens, like that the good thing happens. So, you know, we don't want to document the bad thing. So hopefully...
Fix it.
Oh, right, exactly. Speak it into existence. So, yeah. Well, depending on what Tommy does, you might see this Thomas again in a video in his bedroom or something like that. And if not, see, now the great thing is that I have the test rig here. If I decide that tomorrow night at midnight I just feel like testing some fans, I can come out here and do it. And I don't think Metal Pete will be back this week, but I've invited Tommy to come back if he feels like it. He's got a heck of a drive to get here, so it may not happen. But if he feels like it, if he's got nothing better to do and blowing some gas, coming up here and hit some restores and test some more fans, you might see him again later this week. And anything else that we should cover for the first official day in the garage?
No, I think that's everything.
Hopefully you and Metal Pete didn't get to the debris in the garage in your videos, because obviously there's still a lot of crap in here from us moving.
I think Pete got
all of it, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he doesn't even look where he's in the camera. He just holds the camera and just randomly points it. But it's okay, because we're moving, and we made a bigger mess today to just try to find all the fans. And heck, I like this fan a lot. I mean, I like it. Like, there's a possible... I considered putting it in my living room. Now, I'll tell you what this makes me want, though, is the ornate FASCO parlourfan version of it.
Well, this will fit that, won't it?
I could put this cane on an ornate parlourfan if I have. I actually have an ornate parlourfan in polished brass, but I'm talking about in this same brass finish. You know, this is just a really classic looking...
Is that that's not like a true brass, is it? Antique brass? It's kind of like... It's more on the darker side of brass.
I'd call it an brass. FASCO called one of their brasses Corsican brass, but I think that was their kind of dull as opposed to their antique.
Well, because some of it seems polished, like the canopy and the brass seem kind of polished, and the rest of it's kind of like a really dull polish, almost antique.
Your mom seemed kind of polished. Actually, that sounds like a compliment, so that's not a good one. Either way, what'd you say?
Why, thank you.
Yes. So, big thanks to Tommy for helping again. He's been real reliable and, just been a regular gang ever since he got his truck. So it's really great that he keeps coming up here. And again, collectors that are in driving distance or visiting the area.
Technically, anyone in the States is within a distance.
That's true, but, I mean, and heck, if I asked, Mark Wilson would probably do it, he... But who else would like the rippers? Andrew Gould would do it if I gave him gas money. He'd come out here, I'd have gas money, and have to give him like I find him a bridge under or something like that. But yeah, come to think of it, I'm pretty sure that a fan varilow, this was one that was a childhood fan that I never identified. There was a storefront that I used to drive by, barbecue joint, that had a cane fan hanging in the storefront, like over like the little office area, and I always loved it. It had those giant track lights, those giant par track lights that have like the, you know, like the silver socket and then the baffle. I've got a small set of them at the shop, but they said the par 38, and they had a bunch of those, and then like the old-fashioned tile ceiling, and then a fan in the center that was 4 cane blades, and I swore it had an ornate sideband. That was the only thing I'm not sure about. But I could never figure out, was it an ornate FASCO with cane blades, or was it like a Newtone Veranda Deluxe with cane blades? I missed that fan. I wish I knew for sure what it was. Okay, well, end of video. See you guys next time we test fans. Thanks for watching.